It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Eagles are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Looking to throw. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't roll out the...
Touchdown, Eagles! Rashad Bateman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson, and they're going to stop him right out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Nixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid stiff arm. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 3. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
Gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second and 6. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Back to throw again. Pushes past him. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles go on with 2 touchdowns.
After review of the play.
So the challenge is successful. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The sneak successful from a yard out, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll end up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back. Guys settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points in the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays.
The 45 before being tackled. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Nixon. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A gain of 3, second down. Now back to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw here. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Gibson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, Nixon. And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
They're going to try and throw. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get up. Back now here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds Bateman over the middle. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Bateman. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.